Another big night for the former Padre. Justin Upton does it again. A two-run shot as the Angels celebrate another victory. Game 2, they take it 7-3 over the Padres and have taken the first 2 of this 3-game series. Upton has been truly amazing. Last 7 games for him. .448 average, 5 homers, and 12 runs batted in. On the other side for the Padres, their catcher Austin Hedges in his last 16 games, hitting at .339 with 5 homers and 8 runs batted in. It's game 3 of a 3-game series between the Padres and the Angels. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, at year's end, the shortstop for the Padres, Freddie Galvis, will be a free agent. Question is, will he return to the Padres? We certainly hope he does after what's been an incredible run for him, both offensively and defensively.
Don, if I had to check a box, yes or no, I'm taking that pen and Xing out yes. I would have to say I want Freddie Galvis back, and there are a few reasons why. One, recently his offense. Home runs, 3 consecutive games for the shortstop. First time in his career he has done that. The switch hitter going from the right side and the left side. And then how about his defense? Every pitcher for the Padres raves about this guy. We love watching him play every day. Going to his right and his left, working his magic. He has played in 122 games. Once again, not a shocker, he's starting tonight. 1,082 innings he's played. And how about his leadership in the clubhouse? Will Myers going over at third base, and Freddie talking about the footwork at third base. He helps the young kids, the older guys on the team. I think he's just so valuable. I'm checking that box, yes, for Freddie Galvis to possibly come back next year.
Padres trying to salvage a final game of this 3-game series. They hand the baseball to Robbie Erlin, who's been very good the last couple times out.
I like what I see in Robbie, and he's had a couple games to scout these Angels firsthand from the dugout, and I'm sure he's always buried in the video room. So what does he do well? The fastball, he's got the sneaky fastball. He go up the ladder and into the right-handed hitters. Actually, his splits are better against righties and lefties. He's got a really tight breaking ball as well. 10 innings. The last 2 starts, what's impressive, only 3 earned runs, 2 walks only, and you know what? No home runs. And there's a strikeout in that arm also for Robbie Erlin.
Coming up, show them what you got. Andy Green weighs in on the opportunities available for the young Padres to show what they can do. Bob Scanlon joins us next from Petco Park. Cadillac. Visit your San Diego Cadillac dealers today. By your San Diego Honda dealers. Visit us at sthondadealers.com. And by your San Diego Mazda dealers. Padres and Angels, final game of the series. But before we get it started, let's send it down to field level and Bob Scanlon.
Well, thank you, Don. There's obviously been some changes to the roster, specifically to this starting rotation and the bullpen with the departure of some of the established names like Tyson Ross, Jordan Lyles, and Brad Hand. What does that mean? Some new opportunities for these young guys. So it's their opportunity to shine. What is the organization looking for during this last month and a half? The skipper, Andy Green, explains.
I think you don't really know who somebody is till they have a chance to respond to adversity, till they get hit a little bit, and then they've got to recenter and recalibrate at the big league level and find what's inside of them that's going to make them great in the long run. So some of the times guys step on the mound and have a rough outing. It's an opportunity to find out what they're going to be made of going forward. I think a lot of our young guys are passing that test. Joey Lucchese's passing that test. Robbie's obviously not that young, but he's doing a nice job. Eric Lauer's had a lot of really good outings after a rough start as well. So it's opportunity.
It's opportunities, and the guys are going to have to make the most of it. Why? Because there's more talent than ever in this organization, so the opportunities might be shorter than normal, so they've got to strike when they can. Can Freddie make it 4? He's going to try to give some run support to Robbie Erlin. It's been 3 games in a row with a long ball for Freddie Galvis. Robbie Erlin going up against Felix Pena. Padres, Halos, first pitch coming up next, right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Erlin leading his team out onto the field on a way back Wednesday as the Padres get ready to take on the Angels in the finale of this 3-game series. Time now for the weather report, brought to you by your always sunny Honda dealers of San Diego County. 76 degrees, southwest breeze at 10 miles per hour, and the forecast partly cloudy, although not a cloud in the sky as we get started tonight for Game 3 of the series. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, and Bob Scanlon with you. As the Padres trying to get the final game of the series. Mike Scioscia's team, as we look at the Angels starting 9. Cole Calhoun in right field with David Fletcher at second base. It is Justin Upton in left field. Albert Pujols at first base with Andrelton Simmons at shortstop. It is Rene Rivera, the former Padre, doing the catching. Taylor Ward at third base. Eric Young Jr. in center. And Felix Pena, the pitcher, bats out of the 9 spot. On the hill tonight for the Padres is Robbie Erlin.
And the 27-year-old left-hander making his 5th start overall this year for San Diego. Quality strikes and quick outs. He's been doing that, especially the last 2 times out. Combined 10 innings, only given up 3 earned runs. He's only walked 2, Don, and he's kept the ball in the yard the last 2 times out for Robbie Erlin. Check out the defense behind Robbie. It's brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Hunter Renfroe looks good in those pinstripes, doesn't he? Out in left field. In center field, Travis Jankowski. Franmil Reyes will be in right. On the infield, third to first, Will Myers. Freddie Galvis at short. Corey Spangenberg at second. Eric Hosmer at first base. Putting down the signs tonight. Sitting like a frog. Austin Hedges catching Robbie Erlin.
Cole Calhoun ready to lead it off here for the Angels in the top of the first inning. First pitch from Robbie Erlin is fouled back as Calhoun jumps on the first pitch he sees. Calhoun coming in, hitting at .220, 16 homers and 49 runs batted in. He's hit at .343, 8 RBIs over the last 9 games. They've been doing a great job at the top spot of the Angels order, and here's another base hit. Back up the middle into center field to get it started for the Halos.
Don, I was just about to talk about the Angels and their difficulty against left-handed starters this year. They are 14-21 record. They're hitting collectively .221. Calhoun hitting .198 off of lefties, and what do you know? He singles right at the gut, and there goes the no-hitter.
So lead runner on here in the first inning. You see the difficulty that Eric Hosmer is going to have holding on Cole Calhoun because the sun is coming through right into his eyes. David Fletcher will take strike 1. Fletcher at .254 to start the night. Home run, 15 runs batted in. Center fielder Jankowski over towards left center. As this one down the right field line, going to be a foul ball. Not by a lot, but a foul ball. And Fletcher's got to come on back. See how close this was down the right field line. Pretty close.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's a good example of what you can do as Fletcher tries to spank that ball down that way. A little first and third action. Never know how that ball's going to rattle around in that corner, possibly. Maybe score even a run. Now that's what Robbie does well against the right-handed hitters. He buries that fastball in. In fact, he's got better splits against righties. Only hitting .225 as opposed to lefties hitting .275.
Not a huge lead for Calhoun at first base, but Erlin going over there anyway. Third start since joining the rotation from the pen for Robbie Erlin. Reaching out and lining this one to right field. That'll get in for a hit. Reyes cuts it off quickly. Calhoun's headed for third, and he'll get there without a problem. The Angels have runners at first and third, and nobody out here in the first inning. It's time now for the tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks.
He's been a burn the saddle against the Padres. We're talking about Justin Upton. It's all about location. Craig Stammen wants it down. It's the breaking ball. He gets extended outer third. Now, Upton again, trying to get him down and away. That ball leaks. It's the same spot. Not too many times you're going to get away with a pitch to Justin Upton, who on the year has 26 home runs. Hopefully they can keep him quiet tonight.
He has been on fire in the series. I mentioned the 26 home runs. Add that with the 73 RBIs. And an RBI opportunity here for him in the first in his first AB of the night.
Pull on the infield. I mean, it would be nice to have 2 for 1. You get a grounder, get 2 outs, and the Angels would score a run. The ball hit to Galvis at shortstop, or Spangenberg at second.
This is just the second series in which the Padres have ever hosted the Angels at Petco Park. That's amazing.
It doesn't seem right, does it?
I mean, the proximity between the two clubs, the 18th through the 20th of 2012 was the first time. Padres won 2 out of 3 in that series. Gone to Angel Stadium quite a bit, however, and overall, two teams have played 30 games. They're 15 and 15. Even split between the two. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Didn't get the fastball there on a 2-0 pitch.
That's a good changeup. That's pitching backwards there. 2-0 to go to 2-1 because Upton's looking for the heater to do some damage with it. Fastball away. Keep it down. There you go.
Good pitch. On the outside corner, and it was down. 2-2.
Boy, if Robbie can command that down and into the righties and down and away like he just pitched there, and then go up the ladder when the hitter is on the defensive, that's a two-seam fastball right on the outside corner.
First and third, nobody out. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout for Robbie Erlin. Gets Justin Upton for the first out. Nicely done by Robbie Erlin.
Little middle mini jam right here. He goes with the changeup up and away to Upton. After going heater down and away. Can't make contact on the changeup. And that keeps the double play in order.
First and third, one down. Albert Pujols coming up. Albert started the first game of the series, and he starts the third game of the series. 18 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Day off yesterday. And his 16-game on base streak snapped in the first game of the series. From Robbie Erlin. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Let's take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS.
Hey, pretty even, right? 29, 29, 28. Very few times Albert Pujols. The only time he goes to right field if he's late on something, gets jammed, and maybe loops one that way.
Fly ball headed towards left center field. Jankowski getting himself set. So is Calhoun. Jankowski makes the catch. Throw will be cut off. The run will score. Nobody is covering at first, and getting all the way back is Fletcher. No one was at first base, unfortunately. Otherwise, they would have had an out that would have ended the inning. Angels get a run, take a 1-0 lead on the sac fly.
I think that's a position Robbie Erlin could cover. The run is going to score from third base, right? As this ball is hit to center field. Now, Robbie, you know, it's natural reaction to back up home plate, but he's going to score anyway. Eric Hosmer is the cutoff, and that's a good position because Austin Hedges has to stay hunkered down at home plate. Just a good opportunity for Robbie maybe to go over to cover first base.
2 down. Fletcher still at first, and a check on Fletcher right away. Sun no longer in the eyes of Eric Hosmer over there.
Or you know what, Don, as you look at the way the defense is structured and the way that play developed, maybe even Franmil Reyes.
He was coming. He started, but late.
Yeah.
Hedges going over there trying to, and Franmil Reyes also coming from right.
And when you look at the way the play developed and ended, right, it doesn't matter. The runner was going to score anyway, and the runner stays at first base.
Andrelton Simmons batting at an even 300 as they check on Fletcher again. Strike one, picks up that outside corner. That's where he has been most effective so far. Back-to-back singles for the Angels open up the first inning. A single for Calhoun to center. David Fletcher with a single to right. Sac fly gets a run in for the Angels so far. And a pitch upstairs evens the count now at 1-1. Albert Pujols picking up his 58th RBI of the year and giving the Angels a 1-0 advantage. Now a fly ball lifted foul off to the right out of play. Simmons with his 300 season average ranks 9th in the American League in average to start the night. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and a fly ball to center. Travis Jankowski waiting will make the catch out there that ends the inning. Sac fly for Pujols gives the Angels a 1-0 advantage. Coming up in the bottom of the first, their lineup brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Travis Jankowski leading it off and in center field. Will Myers at third base. So Derek Hosmer at first base. Hunter Renfroe in left field. Austin Hedges does the catching with Freddie Galvis at short. Franmil Reyes in right. Corey Spangenberg at second base bats eighth. And Robbie Earl, the pitcher, out of the 9th spot. Felix Pena on the mound tonight for the Angels.
Converted reliever. Getting a start, his 10th to be exact. He's 28 years old, throws a 2-seamer, 4-seamer, curveball, swing and miss pitch, and a changeup. And one thing to watch, his curveball, can he throw it early for strikes, and his velocity. When he's on his game, he's 92 to 95. If he doesn't have the velocity early, that's when he can run into trouble.
Now Travis Jankowski leading it off here in the bottom of the first inning. And an inside-out swing and a liner down the left field line, a fair ball. Hits off the security guard there and would be a double for Travis Jankowski. A fair ball and a double. Good start to the bottom of the first inning. Trying to get out of the way there, that ball, that fair ball.
2-seamer in, and ball leaks right down the center of the plate, and Travis just takes it that way. Hands first, barrel to follow. The carom gets the guard. It's going to be a double anyway. Can't believe the umpire didn't see that because he did not signal. Anyway, you look at it, that's a double, and Travis Jankowski in scoring position.
Runner at second, nobody out. Will Myers. Myers has been quiet since coming off the DL. Been very good defensively down at third base. 0 for 4. Last night's game, hitless in 7 at-bats since returning from the DL. Swing and a miss. It gets away, and Jankowski will take third. No contact on that for Myers. Just missed the catcher. Rivera gets to the backstop, and Jankowski takes third.
This is a curveball and a very catchable ball for Rivera. That's got to be a pass ball, I would say.
It is indeed a pass ball. Former Padre catcher. 1-1 to Myers. is outside for ball 2, 2-1. So Will getting his third start at third base tonight. For his last 14 at the plate, that predates the last trip to the DL. Strike 2. Myers had just the one rehab game, so you're off long enough. It's not quite like having spring training over again, but still you're getting your timing right at the plate. Will take a little while.
Yeah, and you know what? With the movement of that two-seam fastball, he's got to look for something up right here. He might even take a few pitches to get a good feel from Pena. Good recognition there on that breaking ball down and away. You know, I've heard of guys, Don, go down in rehab starts and literally take pitches. If you strike out, you strike out. If you walk, you walk. Just so they can get the feel of live pitching, see rotation, get a good feel for it.
And 385 overall since the All-Star break. And takes ball 4. A walk here allowed by Pena.
Let's check out the Angels defense, brought to you by Cadillac. We talked about Rene Rivera, former Padre, behind the dish tonight. First start since May 15th. And he's looking out at third base. Taylor Ward at third, Andrelton Simmons at shortstop, David Fletcher at second base, Albert Pujols at first. In the Angel outfield to be Upton, Eric Young Jr., and Cole Calhoun in right.
First and third, nobody out in the Padres' first inning, and it brings up Eric Hosmer. 255, 11 homers, and 49 runs batted in.
It is imperative that the Padres get at least one run this inning.
Trying to get to Pena early.
I mean, even a ground ball to second base. The Angels will gladly take 2 to let that run and Travis Jankowski score. Even contact to third base, Travis is going to be going because Ward is playing way back at third base.
2-0. Eric Hosmer has reached base safely via hit or walk in 19 of his last 20 games. Set safely in 17 of the last 20. Hitting at 283 since the break. Two and one. Double by Jankowski started the inning. The pass ball gets him to third. Will Myers walks first and third, nobody out. Hosmer now, Renfroe next. Chop foul. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
No, the keys to this game, game 3 between the Angels and the Padres. Follow Freddie. How about Freddie Galvis, the shortstop, hitting home runs? Hopefully hitters around him can get on base or get as hot as Freddie and go back to back and clean it up. Talking about the defense. Monday, 1 error for San Diego, an error last night. Trying to take at least one game in this 3-game series from Los Angeles.
Look at Jankowski at third, Myers at first. Nobody out in the first inning, trailing 1-0. Hosmer with a swing and a miss, strikes out for the first out of the first inning. That's a breaking ball there and can't get it. 1 down.
There's that curveball I was talking about, the swing and miss curveball. He expands the zone by going down and nearly brings Eric Hosmer down to his left knee for the swing and miss. Now he keeps the double play in order with those runners at the corners.
1 out, first and third, and Hunter Renfroe coming up. 246 average for Renfroe to start the night. 12 homers, 39 runs batted in. Renfroe's been piling up the hits, 6 multi-hit efforts in the last 9 games. 16 average during that time, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Couple of hits here last night, going 2 for 4 in game 2. Ball 2, 2-0.
Good hitters count right here. See if Pena pitches backwards and throws that breaking ball. He tries to challenge him with a fastball.
Just away, and it's now 3-0. "16 pitches so far, 10 have been balls thrown by Felix Pena. Padres trying to get to him here in the first inning. Renfroe taking on the 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for strike 1.
Pena's been a little wishy-washy on the walks. Last time out, no walks in 5 2/3, but then before that, 3 walks, 2 walks, 3, 3, 1. So you never know what you're going to get. Padre hitters, though, are looking to be wild in the zone, something they can crush, like a 3-1 pitch right here.
Runner goes at first. Renfroe swings. It's a fly ball to center. Young Jr. is out there to make the catch. Tagging is Jankowski. He will score, and this game is tied 1-1. Sac fly off the bat of Hunter Renfroe. That's a 1-1 game here in the first inning.
Love hearing the chatter on a bench after the sac fly to tie this one up. Two-seamer in, got down by the label, but enough to lift it to the outfield to score that run. It wasn't one of those swings where Hunter came out of his shoes. He knew the situation, and nice easy fly ball to get that run in.
2 down. Myers at first base, held on over there by Albert Pujols, and it brings up Austin Hedges. Fouls it off to the right fastball at 92, right down the middle.
So he's got his velocity. Mark Gubas told me before the game, he's the color analyst for the Angels. He said if his velocity is 89, 90, how you doing? That he might be off his game a little bit. But if he's 92, 93, he's there's Gooby, the big right-hander.
Runner goes at first. He steps off and throws to second wildly, and Myers will be safe. Pena heard that he had taken off. They were letting him know from the dugout. He spins and throws wildly to second base.
A little bit of panic mode right there. And then he rushes it, steps off, yanks it. Some guys just have difficulty throwing the bases. He definitely rushed that one, and a break for San Diego.
So into scoring position goes Myers with 2 down. Hedges down on the count, 0-1. Jammed and fouls it back in behind home plate, 0-2.
That ball nearly looked like it got Austin Hedges down by the knuckles. That ball ran inside big time. This two-seamer running in. That's down below the label.
Popped up, shallow center. Out goes Fletcher. In comes Young. And Young will get there to make the catch. It ends the inning. Padres going to run. Tie the score 1-1. refreshing finish, and last night we saw his first barehanded try, and it was seamless. Another outstanding play from Myers down there at third base.
Very athletic, very refreshing, and what a finish. 5-3 on the bare hand. He made it look easy. He's fun to watch down there, don't you think?
Yeah, it really has gone a lot better than I thought it might. To be honest with you, you never know when a guy changes positions. It's going to go the other way quite a bit, but he's a very good athlete.
He is. And you know what, Don, I'll be quite honest with you. When we got wind of this possibly happening, I was a little skeptical. I'll be the first to admit.
Fly ball out to center field off the bat of Rene Rivera. Travis Jankowski is there for the first out of the second inning. So one down here in the second. It brings up Taylor Ward. What a start he had last night, his first major league start. He was 2 for 3 in the ball game. Got a double and an RBI in his first big league plate appearance. Or 2 for 3 last night. Batting out of the 7 spot back at third base for the Angels tonight. And quickly down 0-2. And his contract selected from AAA Salt Lake prior to the game.
The Bees, right?
Not sure if they're still the Bees or not.
I hate Bees. We got squeezed on that one. That's a good pitch right there at 91, top of the zone.
Ramon De Jesus has the plate tonight for the umpires. A little high.
What are you talking about?
1-2 pitch. A little bit. A little bit.
That was a strike.
A little high. A little bit.
Well, Robbie early on is doing very well of going, you know, we talk about quadrants of the strike zone.
Behind to center field. Base hit for Ward. He got down on the count 0-2, comes back, gets himself a base hit into center. Looks like a good hitter.
Yes, very impressive. Talked about the 2 hits last night, the double, major league debut. He singled in the 6th, taking this Robbie Erlin changeup right back up the middle. That's staying back on the changeup nicely.
One down, Ward at first, and Eric Young Jr. coming up. Batting out of the 8th spot, hitting under 200. 225 the batting average coming in. On the ground towards second base. Spangenberg touches second, fires to first for the out. Double play. Turned by the Padres. Nicely done. Robbie Erlin likes it. Game tied 1-1.
obviously for the Latin guys, to see what he's kind of a role model he set for those guys, and the leadership he brings to the clubhouse is phenomenal. I think he is probably one of my favorite teammates I've ever had, period. He's a lot of fun to be around. He's a lot of fun to play behind, and to see him play and go out there every single day and compete like he does is really good.
That's Hunter Renfroe talking about his teammate Freddie Galvis, who will be leading off things here for the Padres in the second inning. Freddie, of course, home runs in his last 3 ball games, setting a personal record for himself. He's looking to make it 4, but it's so fun to watch Hunter Renfroe's face light up as he talks about Freddie and the influence that he has in this clubhouse. Guys, it's not just about the great defense. It's not about the bat that he's been bringing to the plate the last 3 games. But Mark Grant, as you know, when you have a teammate like Freddie Galvis that comes to the ballpark every single day looking to win a game and doesn't take a pitch off, it can influence an entire clubhouse.
You know, Scan, I noticed the same thing that you noticed when Hunter's face lit up talking about Freddie, and that says a lot. And there's nothing better to have a teammate like that anybody can go to for advice. Hey, having fun too. Freddie has fun playing the game. It's evident. We see it every day. And when it's go time, guess what? It's go time. Don?
It's time to go. 1-1 the count here to Freddie Galvis. Trying to make it 4 games in a row with a home run. A swing and a miss here makes it 1-2.
Don, all your years in this game, you know, you travel with teams, you're in the clubhouse, and you get that feeling around Freddie, don't you?
Absolutely. One-two pitch coming up here to Galvis, and he'll slap it foul off to the left out of play.
It's like when people ask me about you, my face just lights up. Yeah. I mean, how fortunate I am to sit to your left. And what you bring to the table, your professionalism calling a game, but yet you know when to have fun, and you're a good.
Yeah, 1-2 the count. That'll miss. And it's 2-2 now to Freddie Galvis.
Like if I have to vent or talk and get some feelings out, you're always there.
I do listen. I don't always care, but I listen. I give you the illusion that I care. What do they call that? Active listening? I think that's it. I look really interested. I even ask questions about some things.
So, Don, you're kind of like Freddie. When I walk in the clubhouse, he's got this posse of players all sitting around him. He's mentoring them. That's how it is with you and Mud when you get to the ballpark, right? He's huddled around. You're giving him advice.
I don't know.
No?
Swing and a miss, and Galvis strikes out. Second strikeout for Pena. One down here in the second inning.
He gets that from analyst camp, huh?
I think that was one of the things they did teach him in analyst camp last year at Palm Springs.
I think it's a new course coming up this offseason. Yeah, but you know, in all seriousness, there's nothing better to have that teammate, and Bob can attest to this, and even you, Don, talk about guys you can go to, you have fun, business, knows the scouting report, knows the plan, on the same path as everyone else, and there's nothing better than to have good teammates in your corner, no doubt.
Big swing and a miss for Franmil Reyes. Who were some of the guys when you broke into the big leagues?
You know what? I learned a long time ago that if they weren't giving you a hard time, you had a problem, right? Because if they were giving you a hard time and always ribbing at you, that means they liked you. I mean, I've had a target on my back for 35 years.
I can only imagine.
So,
sure you didn't talk
it's
much.
It's the usual suspects I always talk about: Mike Krukow, Dwayne Kuiper, Bob Brenly.
Fly ball headed out towards shallow right. Calhoun got a late break, but he's there now. Hung up long enough for him to run in and make the catch. 2 down.
These guys were in their 30s. They didn't need to give me the time of day. But that's not the kind of players they were. That's not the kind of people they were. They took time to talk and to have fun and teach me the game.
2 down here in the second inning brings up Corey Spangenberg batting out of the 8th spot, and back-to-back starts at second base. 248, 6 homers, and 21 runs batted in. So he takes a strike over the outside corner. Game tied 1-1. Pena allowed a run on a sac fly off the bat of Hunter Renfroe. 2-1. Spangenberg with a couple of hits here last night, going 2 for 4, had a triple and RBI. Strike 2. For 12 so far in the series for Spangenberg. Is he'll swing at the 2-2 and foul it back into the seats. I mentioned the triple for Spangenberg. We'll get a look at it from last night.
Down and in, a little breaking ball, a little wrinkle that he turned on. RBI triple in the 6th. He ended up scoring on a sac fly off the bat of Manuel Margot.
Full count now with 2 down and the base is empty here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Well, the fastest home to third time this season for the Padres.
That's pretty fast. What do you think your time would be?
Well, I don't think it'd be good. I'm not sure I get there.
Use a calendar.
Pull it up around second. Double's good.
You're still in scoring position.
Yeah, I'm already here.
You'll score in a single anyway.
Why risk it?
Yeah.
Something really bad could happen between second and third. Something could blow out. That's ball 4, and Spangenberg with a 2-out base on balls. Second walk allowed by Felix Pena.
Hey, you know what? The number 8 spot is one of those in the National League that can be dicey sometimes. You've got the pitcher spot up next. Pitcher's really not going to groove pitches for you, so you got to be patient. And I think we just saw that in Corey, knowing that Robbie Erlin is on deck. Now he is in the batter's box, but he can swing it a little bit. Good athlete.
2 down, Spangenberg at first, and Robbie Erlin standing in. 107 average in 5 major league seasons. Pops it up right side. David Fletcher, second baseman. Feet on the dirt of the infield. Makes the catch that ends the 2nd inning. Double 2, tied at 1. A lot, and he has been hitting home runs on a regular basis. First pitch of the game against the Marlins, Jose Urena hits him. The bench is clear. Urena gets ejected from this game, and Acuna has just been on fire and gets hit with the first pitch. The umpires felt it was intentional, and so did the Braves as they raced onto the field, as did the Marlins. And an ugly situation there tonight to begin that game. First pitch of the game.
Last 8 games for Acuna, 471 average, 8 home runs. He's driven in 15.
Felix Pena going to lead it off here in the third inning for the Angels. The pitcher batting out of the number 9 spot. The Atlanta Braves beginning the day with a 2-game lead over the Philadelphia Phillies in the National League East. Pena 0 for 5 in his career at the plate. Grounds one to first base. Handled down there by Hosmer, who will tag the bag, and Pena didn't even run. He just spins out of the box and heads back to the dugout.
Wow. Got to run.
You'd think so. He had no interest. One down. It's time now for the Valley View Casino trivia question.
Gosh, I love trivia.
Mike Scioscia has been the Angels' only manager since 2000. Which MLB team has had the most different managers since 2000? Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia.
Don, you and I talked about this before the game, and you know my answer.
Yes,
Should I
I
share it?
think you're right.
I'm going to say Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yep. I thought maybe Washington Nationals was one that I threw out there because of the number of changes, but I think you might be right with the Diamondbacks.
I'm going to say, because wasn't Buck Showalter there in 2000? Because
He was the first manager of the Diamondbacks.
But he was there
then
until
Bob
Brenly,
right?
He won his first year.
Yep.
And then there was Bob Melvin. And then there was Kirk Gibson. And then there was Chip Hale. And then Torrey.
Right.
Correct?
That's a lot.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's my guess. Did I miss somebody in between there for the D-backs?
I don't think so. This one fouled off to the left out of play. Cole Calhoun getting his second look tonight at Robbie Erlin. Calhoun singled and scored in the first inning. Great since coming off the DL, just shy of 300, hitting at 297. 15 homers, 38 runs batted in, and that kind of coincided with a change in his stance as well. 2-1 pitch. David Fletcher waits on deck with one down in the third inning. Down from third comes Myers. Also Hedges. Look out! And it's going to be Myers makes the catch over Hedges. A little bit taller. And they literally took the baseball away from him. So Calhoun is retired, and that almost was a disaster.
That ball's going to come back towards the infield, and don't know what kind of communication was going on there. Austin's like, oh my gosh. All of a sudden, this ball just hit. Will Myers' glove literally was in the glove of Austin Hedges.
So 2 down. David Fletcher batting single to right field his first time up.
You got a guess for the trivia question, Don?
I may have changed my guess.
Really?
That it may have been a team I was with.
Really?
Yes. The third base. Myers picks it, spins and fires to first base. Nice play by Will Myers. Nice play down there at third. Makes a couple in the inning as it turns out. Showing some range down there. Making the grab, then spinning to fire and getting David Fletcher by plenty at first base. Tied at 1.
They put the keys in his hands and said, go, whenever you want to, go. And he's earned that trust at this point in time, and he's run really well with that trust, and he's put us in a lot of scoring opportunities by doing that. And, there's going to be times when base stealers get thrown out, but those times have been few and far between lately.
That's Andy Green talking about Travis Jankowski, and now he has the perpetual green light now. We've seen it over the last few games. 5 stolen bases over the last 3 contests. He's scored 3 times by getting himself into scoring position. Guys, he's become a real weapon on the base paths, not only against righties, but against lefties as well, and putting a lot of pressure on the opposing pitchers.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, too. No doubt about that, especially last weekend, the 4 stolen base game. And guy right now who he's feeling pretty good and getting on base, which is a big key too. You can't steal first.
It's such a cliche in baseball, but it's so true. You can be slumping, but speed is something to bring to the ballpark each and every day, right? We learned that a long time ago.
This is line to the shortstop, Simmons. 1 down in the 3rd inning. Bring up Will Myers. Myers walked in the 1st inning, stole second base. Padres have been held to 1 hit so far by Felix Pena. Hit the double by Jankowski in the 1st inning. Myers with a very nice play at 3rd base to end last inning.
That was beautiful. Okay, now we've seen him go to. Have we seen him really go to his right?
I don't think to the backhand yet. Down the line.
That one where you have to like kind of almost dive, right?
Plant, throw.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Other than that, I think he's checked all the boxes.
Saw the barehanded play for the first time last night, racing in a dribbler down the 3rd base line. Strike 3. Myers knew it and takes with him the 3rd K for Pena. 2 down. It's time now to answer our Valley View Casino trivia question. The question was, Mike Scioscia has been the Angels' only manager since 2000. Which MLB team has had the most different managers since 2000? And the answer, the Miami Marlins. They've had 12 different managers since 2000. That's unbelievable.
That is.
We weren't close. We were in the 7 range. 12's a lot. And this is out to center field, and that will get down and quickly get by Eric Young Jr. Hosmer heading for second base. He'll get there standing. A 2-out double for Eric Hosmer. A ball that was scalded to right center field.
That's a breaking ball that is right down the middle of the plate, just above the knees, and from the righty to the lefty, it speeds up his bat. Great extension, long stride from Eric Hosmer, and it even sounded good. Eric singled last night. And he's in scoring position.
2 down for Hunter Renfroe, getting his second look at Felix Pena. As Pena allowed the fly ball to Renfroe, sac fly in the 1st inning. Now it's popped up foul. That'll get into the seats off to the right, out of play. About the longest tenure with one team. Connie Mack, 50 years. That's going to be tough to break, I would say.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough one to catch.
He was part owner of that team. I think he owned the team, didn't he, as well?
Well, that helps with your job security.
Yeah, it does.
To shallow center, late break for Young coming in. He'll dive forward and make the catch. Nice grab by Eric Young Jr. coming in to make the catch. Full bore and diving forward. Robs the Padres of a run, and this game remains tied 1-1 as we head to the 4th. Nice play. Much to the liking of Felix Pena. Coming up will be Justin Upton to begin the inning. Time for the Kia drive to success. It's had a great series and a pretty good run right now. Most home runs by an outfielder since 2011. Justin Upton with 222. Nelson Cruz leading in that category. There's 26 home runs so far this year for the Angels. Angels after the ball game tonight traveling to Texas to begin a series against the Rangers. On the ground left side as Galvis into a slide, pops up, throws in time. Nice play by Freddie Galvis at shortstop again.
Freddie! Freddie's so fun to watch. I love the slide. Breaks it down, back to his feet, over the top. That's just not a 6'3". That's a 6'3" with a star next to it. Erasing Upton. Work that magic, Freddie.
So one down here in the fourth inning, and it brings up Albert Pujols. Pujols with a sac fly in the first inning, picking up his 58th RBI of the year. Little dribbler down third baseline. Robbie Erlin fields, plants and throws, and plenty of time. 2 down. Didn't panic. This play by Erlin, 2 away.
Got plenty of time with Albert Pujols going down that line. Plenty of time to glove it, spin towards the glove hand side. A little crow hop and a little footwork also by Eric Hosmer at first base.
2 down in the fourth, and it brings up Andrelton Simmons, who flat out to center field in the first inning.
I'm still stuck on 6 managers for the Marlins. I'm 6 away from completing that list.
I had switched mine to Boston. And I had, what, 7?
Yep.
I thought I was correct, and I was wrong by a lot. Who are they? Do you know? Did you write them all down?
I got 6. Want to hear them?
Go ahead.
Freddie Gonzalez,
Yep.
Jack McKeon, Joe Girardi, John Bowles, Mike Redmond, Don Mattingly.
I would like a broken bat, and will find its way into center field. Simmons on with 2 down in the fourth inning. Breaks up a string of 7 in a row, retired by Robbie Erlin. Diving bid by Spangenberg back at second base.
You know, I love hearing the snap of the bat, because that means that the pitcher has made a good pitch, whether it's in the kitchen or off the end, and a great effort by Corey. Anytime a pitcher can avoid that sweet spot, you're doing a good thing.
2 down, Simmons at first, and here's Rene Rivera. Is Jim Leland in there before 2000?
Thank you. I should have known that. No, that was
After
97.
2000?
That was 97.
But did he get into the 2000s?
That's a good question.
Line and over the outstretched glove of Spangenberg into right field. Heading for third is Simmons. Throw cut off. First and third with 2 down. And all of a sudden the Angels making some noise here in the fourth inning. All of it coming with 2 away. Former Padre Rene Rivera with a base hit.
You know, Rene Rivera is one of those hitters to where he's going to get a start every now and then, and he knows how to handle that bat and try not to do too much. Perfect example of him just trying to take that ball the other way. Another great effort by Corey, but well out of his reach. And with 2 outs off of the crack of the bat was Simmons, so they got first and third action.
Taylor Ward, who's had some pretty good plate appearances in his 2 games now in the big leagues, as that'll drop in there for a strike. Last time got down 0-2, but singled into center field. He's got one of the 5 Angels hits on the night. 12 of 15 first pitch strikes for Robbie Erlin.
I'll take
ahead
that.
of most.
Yeah.
In the air to shallow right. Reyes running on a slant over towards the line. Will make the catch. That ends the top of the 4th inning. Angels strand 2, game tied at 1.
I think coming back off the disabled list, he realized how much he loved playing baseball and came back and played with a ton of joy, and I think that just made his skill set play better and better and better. Mechanically, it seemed like into his legs more than he was before. He was definitely a lot higher up. He's down into his base, and he's not trying to do too much, and he's got a ton of power, and he's driving balls in the gap, and he looks really good right now.
Andy Green talking about his catcher, Austin Hedges, who will lead things off for the Padres here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hedgie, since July 1st, has been hitting .330 with 7 home runs. Now, Andy Green mentioned the slight mechanical adjustment, getting down into his legs a little bit more, but I think more importantly has been sort of the mental change. As he said, he's having fun playing the game again, and Austin has talked about how he's put less pressure on himself each at bat, each swing. Look, if he looks for a pitch and he misses it, before he'd get a little bit upset. Now he just says, forget about it. I'm going to get the next pitch. That more relaxed approach has certainly made a difference. And Mutt, I know how you know as well as anybody else, you perform better when you don't put extra pressure on yourself. You're having fun out there and you stay relaxed. We're seeing it with Austin right now.
Yeah, you forget about all the mechanical stuff. It just comes as second nature. That's why you do all your work in the cage, you do your work in the pen. It's a repetition type thing, muscle memory. So when you get out there on the playing field, you just don't even think about it. You do it and you perform, and there is the proof.
Yeah, before July 1st and since, and the number is staggeringly better. Swing and a miss, and Hedges strikes out to open up the 4th inning. 4th strikeout for Pena, 1 down in the inning.
Pena wants it down and away, but this ball leaks up above the letters, and that's a tough pitch to really get on top of.
Yeah, 1 down in the inning, and Freddie Galvis getting his second look at Felix Pena. He struck out swinging in the 2nd. Our strike here makes it 1-1. Mentioned that he had struck out in the 2nd inning. Framed by the catcher Rivera, but the call didn't get it. 2-1. Rolls it over foul all the way down to first base. 2-2. All the runs in this game coming in the first inning. A run for the Angels, run for the Padres. Both on sac flies. In the air, foul off to the left, out of play. Ball 3, full count. Pena has pitched against the Padres once in his career, a relief appearance with the Cubs back in August of 2016. Gave up 3 earned runs in a third of an inning.
Pena was originally drafted by the Cubs back in '09. Spent a couple of years in the Dominican Summer League.
Pitch of the at bat coming up here for Freddie Galvis.
Big league time with the Cubs in 16 and 17.
That is ball 4, and Galvis down to first base, a 1-out walk.
This weekend, Penske San Diego dealerships are making seemingly impossible deals. Visit WeMakeYourDreamCarPossible.com.
1 down, third walk of the game allowed by Pena. It's a 1-out walk to Galvis, and it brings up Franmil Reyes. Beautiful night tonight in San Diego. A little earlier start time tonight. 6:10 start time.
I like the 6:10 start.
Gives the Angels a little chance to get a little earlier arrival tonight in Texas after their game. Throw to first, and back is Galvis. Strike called. Did hold up, but a called strike by home plate umpire Ramon De Jesus. Reyes in the midst of an 0 for his last 15 streak right now at the plate. Down 0-2.
And I'm sure that another breaking ball is the pitch to throw, because Reyes can crush a fastball. And believe me, Pena, along with the rest of the pitchers for the Angels, and believe me, the Diamondbacks coming to town have been watching Reyes and what he hits. And you can see he's way out in front, off balance on that breaking ball. And Pena has showed also he'll throw another one off the plate right here to make him fish for it.
Doesn't chase, and it's 1-2.
I think that fastball right there was a purpose pitch off the plate at 92. Because you know he's got to have that breaking ball in the back of his mind, right? So do you freeze him with a fastball right here, or do you throw a wrinkle in one? Looks like a fastball in right here to Reyes.
Grounded back to the mound. Pena will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Double play. 1-6 to 3 on the Twin killing. To the 5th we go. Tied at 1.
Hoffman all weekend long, August 16th through the 19th. Each game of the 4-game series against the Diamondbacks features a Hoffman-themed all-fan giveaway, including a Hoffman jersey and replica Cooperstown plaque. Get tickets at Padres.com. It's going to be a great weekend right here at Petco Park.
Into the 5th inning we go as the game tied 1-1. Eric Young Jr., Felix Pena, and Cole Calhoun scheduled to bat in the 5th inning. Robbie Erlin back on the mound, 47 pitches deep into his outing. Angels threatened in the 4th inning but did not score after there were 2 outs. Simmons singled, Rivera singled, and then Ward fly to right to end the inning.
Robbie's throwing some good changeups tonight. We just saw another one right there for a swing and a miss.
Jumps ahead, 1-2.
Very nice. Dropped the deuce right there, in for a strike.
Both teams scoring in the 1st inning. Both teams scoring on a sacrifice fly. Albert Pujols for the Angels, Hunter Renfroe for the Padres. 2-2. And it is. A lot of spin on it. Headed out towards Spangenberg. His throw is going to be close and just in time. We'll see if the Angels will challenge this. Not hit hard, and you got very good speed from Eric Young Jr. And Socha looking in.
My initial thought was that he was out. It was a great play by Corey. As you mentioned, a lot of spin. And then by that time, barehanded grab, flip throw. I got out.
Yep.
That's a wonderful play by Corey.
One down, and here is Pena. Swings away and fouls it off.
I'm putting a star next to that play in my scorebook.
A lot of stars tonight, huh?
The one by Galvis and the one by Corey just now. How about you?
I don't add stars on mine.
Really?
Yeah. They're good plays. You can hang a star on it. I agree with it, but I don't actually show that in my score.
I actually put like a little asterisk.
That's good. That helps you out when you go back to look at it, try to figure out how good a play it was. It's nice for you. Back to the mound, and Erlin with a nice pick at the base of the hill. He'll flip underhanded for out number 2.
Robbie's always in a good fielding position. He's not one of those pitchers that really falls off to the side. Let's check him out. There's the pitch. Look at him, squares up. He has to reach across there, but just by his left shoulder. And a nice easy trot for the 1-3.
2 down here in the 5th brings up Cole Calhoun for the 3rd time in this game. Singled and scored in the 1st inning. Popped out at 3rd base in the 3rd. 1 for 2. One hopper to Spangenberg. Big hop, and it takes him to the outfield grass, but he'll throw out Calhoun. A 1-2-3, 3 ground ball out for Erlin. 1-1 the score. Company. By Hyundai. Get a great deal, more than a great deal, on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. And by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. Bottom of the 5th inning back at Petco Park in San Diego. Another beautiful night in San Diego as the sun is setting. Off to the left, and the Padres and Angels play game 3 of this 3-game series in a 1-1 tie.
Okay, it's way back Wednesday, so they're playing like 90s music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're hip to that. They just got done playing Spice Girls Wannabe, right? What would be your Spice name?
I heard what you called me. What, are you going to go ahead and say
No,
it?
no.
No, I want you to.
No. What would your Spice?
I wouldn't have a Spice name.
Sure, you have.
No, I don't think I would.
You're in the band. You have to have a name.
I don't think I'd want to be in the band. What were you going to name me?
Donnie Spice?
No, that's not what you said. Come on. Say it. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Fatty Spice?
That's what you said. You're going to call me Fatty Spice. That's nice. That's terrible. 0-2 pitch coming to Corey Spangenberg. I'd rather not be in the band. Thank you.
Got to be in the band.
Spangenberg, Erlin, and Jankowski scheduled to bat in the inning. How's your band going, by the way? Is it taking off?
Good.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about it.
Just got T-shirts made and everything.
Tie for ball 3, full count.
Corey's had a good eye at the plate tonight. Drew a walk his first at bat in the 2nd inning. Big key here in this inning. 8-9-1. Get on base for that leadoff guy.
There you go. Leadoff walk. Second time Spangenberg has walked in this game. So she didn't like that at all.
Yeah, and he got squeezed on that one. Pena got squeezed. That was a quality pitch, 3-2. Good downward action on this fastball. Nice and easy at 93. Did not get the call.
So lead runner on here for the Padres. Second time in the game. First time they scored. That was back in the 1st inning. Expecting Erlin to bunt here. In at 3rd is Taylor Ward. Pulls it back and takes strike 1.
See how Robbie's pinching the bat right there when he's squaring around. It's very, very key. I've seen guys actually wrap their hand around the bat and kind of use the, like down by the label, but still you get a running fastball in and you're going to break a digit. Pinch that barrel. See how Robbie's doing it with the thumb and the forefinger.
Ooh, that gets a piece of the catcher, Rene Rivera.
Yeah. Off the left knee, huh?
Shin guard can help only so much.
Yeah.
0-2 coming up to Erlin with Spangenberg at first. There goes Spangenberg. Erlin gets it down. The catcher, Rivera, fires to first base. And Spangenberg will take second. Sacrifice bunt complete for Robbie Erlin.
Nice job, Robbie, getting that bunt down, especially with 2 strikes, and getting that runner to scoring position. Good technique up in the box. Deadens it perfectly.
One down, Spangenberg in scoring position, top of the order. Travis Jankowski coming up. 1-4-2 in the ball game. Jankowski doubled and scored in the first inning. Lined out to short in the third inning. And bunts at it, but fouls it off. .293 with runners in scoring position on the year.
Yeah, I'd like to see Travis swing away and try to drive that guy in. You know, he's looking down to third base. He's from the left side of the batter's box there, and thinking that if dead and perfectly, you know, you get the runner over, possibly first and third, but you know, base hit scores Corey with that speed at second base.
Strike two.
So rather than getting a free hack at that first strike, now you're in the hole 0-2 after that breaking ball.
On the ground to third base. Ward looks the runner back at second and then throws to first in time to get Jankowski for the second out of the fifth inning. No advance for Spangenberg, who remains at second with two down. Brings up Will Myers. Walking a stolen base in the first, struck out looking in the third. Getting his third plate appearance against Felix Pena of the night. And he had 77 pitches for the right-hander here with two down in the fifth inning. There for strike one.
Ball right down the middle on a tee at 92. I think Will is even shaking his head after that one. Might see breaking balls the rest of this at bat.
In the dirt gathered by Rivera. No advance at second base for Spangenberg. Pitch 80 coming up here for Pena. In there for strike two. Spangenberg at second base, two down here in the fifth inning. Myers with a foul tip for strike three, held on to by the catcher Rivera. Padres leave a runner at second, game tied 1-1. Myers here cutting this off, spinning and firing to first base with a nice play. Mentioned both sides, a flare to center, and diving in was Eric Young Jr., much to the liking of his starting pitcher Pena. How about Freddie Galvis, shortstop in on that slide, popping up and throwing to first base. And of course, Spangenberg had to make a bang play here and did successfully. Able to get the speedy Eric Young Jr. So good D on both sides. It's a 1-1 game that carries us into the 6th inning.
Great pitching and defense tonight. Who's going to blink? Who's going to come up with that big hit? Or who's going to make a first mistake? As we go to the top of the 6th. Robbie's pitching very well. Pena throwing the rock extremely well.
David Fletcher leading it off here in the 6th. And a pop-up foul back and out of play. 0-2. Next pitch will be the 60th of the night for Erlin. So far, pretty economical as he works here to the first hitter of the 6th inning. A little bit high. Look at the breakdown for Erlin of the 60 pitches, and worked the hardest in the first. That was the inning in which the Angels scored back-to-back base hits. Started the outing against Erlin, but he's certainly settled down. He struck out Upton. Runners at first and third. Then the sacrifice fly for Pujols before getting Simmons to fly out to center. Since then, has allowed 3 hits. Was ahead here. 0-2. It's 2-2 now. 9 ground ball out so far for Erlin. And here's a ground ball to third base. Myers changed direction and throws off the mark. It will get away, backed up over there by Spangenberg. And no further advance for Fletcher. I think he was going to beat it anyway. And it is indeed a base hit.
You know, I know technique is going to come into play, and you know it's still a project for Will Myers down there. I think one of the things, as you look at this play, Don, you mentioned it quite a bit. You know how you mentioned how infielders kind of round the ball just a little bit to get in front of the ball rather than with the backhand. Will went with the backhand on that one and then tried to make the throw. Maybe that's just something that could be talked about after this is all said and done, to position himself to where he catches it in front of himself rather than off to the side with the backhand. Just a thought.
Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. You remember when he moved to first base, he had the chance to spend all of spring training getting ready. Many reps. Not the case here. With the 1 rehab game, and here you are at third base.
Always communicating with Freddie Galvis on the left side of that infield.
Justin Upton, who has been a real problem in this series for the Padres. Quiet so far tonight. Struck out swinging in the first, grounded out to shortstop in the 4th inning. That strikeout in the first is the only strikeout so far tonight for Robbie Erlin.
Upton has grounded into 10 double plays this year. The leader in that category is Simmons with 13. Remember, Robbie's throwing that changeup tonight. Behind in the count, fastball count. Let's see if he pulls the string here.
Outfield deep and deep, very deep.
Yeah,
my drift.
Definitely nothing over their head, right?
No.
Only thing over the head is going to be over the wall.
Tough spot here for Erlin. Falling behind 3-1. Fouled off to the right, and a full count now. To the fastball at 91. And home runs for Upton. There's been 2 of them, one in game 1, one in game 2. They've both been 2-run shots, and here he is batting with a runner at first, nobody out in the 6th inning in a 1-1 game. Fly ball. Right field. Reyes had started back, now comes in to make the catch. For the first out of the 6th inning, Upton retired. Albert Pujols coming up here. Had a sacrifice fly back in the 1st inning. And take a look at career hits, all-time leaders. Pujols now at 3,075. Ichiro up next at 3,089.
All started back in 2001 with the Redbirds of St. Louis. Had 194 hits his rookie season. 11 years in that Redbird uniform, and now his 7th with the Angels. He signed through 2021, Don.
The first and back is Fletcher. His MLB ranks among active players right now. First in home runs, 632. First in RBIs, over 1,900.
When he was with St. Louis, one of my favorite, Mike Shannon. You know Mike Shannon, the radio voice. He said of Albert Pujols, he said, let me tell you something about Albert Pujols. I got one word to describe him. He's one heck of a player. And he is something. Power, average. All fields. Just can't run anymore, right?
Had a lot of foot problems over the years. Still can hit though.
Yep.
In there for strike 1-1. Picks up that outside corner for Erlin.
Going off speed in a fastball count.
First career appearance for Robbie Erlin against the Angels in the interleague play.
Ooh.
Wow. Should have been a strike.
Yeah, Austin was set up inside. He wanted to bury the fastball inside, but it leaked. Caught the outside corner. You see it right here. And you know, Travis. I'm sorry, Austin. Austin Travis. No, Travis is center. Tried to do everything he could to frame that one. I'll get it right.
Travis Hedges.
Travis Jankowski, Austin Hedges.
I'm confused.
Good double play candidate as well. Hit that ball on the ground.
Lays off a pitch, just missed again. 3-1. On the ground up the middle and through. The shift on the left side. So Fletcher heads to third and gets there, sliding into third base. First and third, and gets it through that left side, and Pujols has a base hit.
Boy, some speed at first from Fletcher, and Robbie Erlin did his job getting that ground ball. Just happens to beat the ship. He went out and got it, hit it hard. Short infield grass, scoots through, and look at how close. I mean, he splits that perfectly. Not even a chance for Spangenberger or Galvis to dive for it. Hit so perfectly.
First and third, one down. Brings up Simmons. Simmons 1 for 2 on the night. He is flied out to center and singled to center. 2-0. Allen has not walked anybody so far tonight. He has 1 strikeout. He was back in the first inning. He's first and third here with 1 down.
I mentioned it earlier. Here's your leader in grounding into double plays for the Angels. Simmons with 13 this season.
Liner to left and in for a base hit. From third comes Fletcher. That'll put the Angels on top 2-1. RBI single for Simmons.
Oh, a fastball count. He got his fastball right at the knees. And when they know it's coming, they're going to put a good swing on it. That ball hit very, very sharply.
2 on, 1 away. Runners at first and second, and brings up Rene Rivera. The catcher has flied out to center and single to right. So some stirring in the Padres pen. Looks like somebody's up for the first time. As Erlin runs into a little trouble here in the 6th inning. Ball and a strike. Jose Castillo starting to warm in the pen for the Padres. With 1 out, runners at first and second, and a run in. The Angels have taken a 2-1 lead. Pitch 80 coming up for Erlin. Most pitches in an outing for Erlin is 85. And he did that in his last start against Milwaukee in the no decision, a 5-inning effort. Giving up 4 runs, 2 earned, but the most he's thrown 85. And he's sitting at 80 right now with 1 out in the 6th inning. Ooh, starting to stop at first base. Ooh. And getting back at first is Simmons. And Simmons was going to steal, but I don't know where he was going. Pujols is definitely not going to be stealing.
Right. Very odd. Albert's like, yeah, I ain't going anywhere. And you can only have 1 guy on a base at a time.
I think Simmons missed the sign.
Albert's not going anywhere.
Fouled at the dish.
And with the front door open down to first base, Hosmer was playing back, and that's when you don't want to risk throwing down the line.
'26 pitch coming up of the inning. Longest inning for Erlin so far. Runners go, and it's fouled off to the right out of play. So that time, Albert was running. Pujols running that time, so the sign was on, apparently. Two pitch. And a swing and a miss. Needed that. Strikes out Rivera. 2nd out of the 6th inning. 2nd strikeout for Robbie Erlin.
Up the ladder with the fastball at 91. Good extension from Robbie Erlin. And very late is Rivera for the 2nd out.
2 on, 2 down. That brings up Taylor Ward. 1 for 2 in the game. His 2nd major league game. Singled to center in the 2nd. Fly to right in the 4th inning.
I really like Robbie's curveball. It's tight. He's aggressive with it. He doesn't like feel it, right? He throws it. He is aggressive in the zone with that pitch. He doesn't guide it, is what I'm trying to say.
Strike two. Nolan has allowed 3 hits and a run so far here in the 6th inning. Pujols at second, Simmons at first, 2 away. And an 0-2 pitch coming up here to Ward. Takes ball 1. Start number 5 overall for Erlin. His 32nd appearance of the year. 3rd straight start this time around in the rotation. And now trailing for the first time. Inside, and it's 2-2.
Don, you mentioned a bit ago his last start 85 pitches. As we take a look at the breakdown, now a season high at 88. I look at 2 things: the sharpness of the breaking ball and the velocity. And Robbie still seems to have it up to this point. We'll see if he can locate now.
Popped up left side. Freddie Galvis will make the catch. One stride on the outfield grass. The Angels take the lead with a run on the top of the 6th inning on top 2-1. As we get ready for the bottom of the 6th, time for the San Diego fans of the game. Padres baseball here tonight on a beautiful night at the ballpark.
It's great out at the park. Bring a blanket, bring a picnic basket, meet some new friends, enjoy a big league ball game.
Eric Hosmer, Hunter Renfroe, Austin Hedges scheduled to bat in the inning. Padres now trailing by a run, with the Angels jumping on top of the run in the top half of the inning. Down the first baseline to Pujols, who will take it himself to the bag for the first out here of the 6th inning. Hosmer retired, 3 unassisted. Action in the pen. And Bedrosian is warming in the pen. Saw him earlier in the series. It's Hunter Renfroe. A sacrifice fly to center field in the 1st inning to provide the Padres with their lone run of the night. And a fly to center in the 3rd.
That's one of those, I think, Hunter a little too anxious on that first pitch curveball in the dirt and swinging it to get the whole 0-1.
Make it 0-2.
See Hunter even choking up a little bit more back control. Something he can throw down that right field line possibly.
Strike 3 call. 6 strikeouts for Pena, 2 down. Two away here in the 6th inning. It brings up Austin Hedges. There's fly to center and struck out swinging. Seems like Pena has gotten better as the game has gone on.
Doesn't seem to be overthrowing. He's got great movement also on that 2-seam fastball and very, very good rotation on that curveball. Looks under control. Big frame on Pena, huh? Big kid.
He's jumped ahead here 0-2. Next pitch will be the 90th of his outing. And a swing and a miss. Hedges strikes out to end the 6th inning. Back-to-back Ks for Pena, 7 in all, 2-1 Angels. Two-1, Angels have the lead as we head on to the 7th inning. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Angels. A run, 2 hits, no errors for the Padres. The Angels coming to bat in the 7th inning. We'll deal with a new pitcher after 6 innings from Robbie Erlin, who departs on the hook. Jose Castillo now in.
Staying on the left-handed theme, so enter Jose Castillo. Mentioned it earlier, this Angels team only hitting .221 off lefties this season. Last time out was against the Phillies. Inning in the 3rd, he gave up a hit and struck out 2 Phillies.
Eric Young Jr. leading it off here in the 7th inning, 0 for 2. Grounded out twice to second baseman Corey Spangenberg. First time into a 4.63 DP. Jeffrey Marte has come out on deck for Los Angeles. He would bat for Felix Pena. So 90 pitches through the first 6 innings and held the Padres just 2 hits. That's a strike. 2-2. A little bit low, full count. So Robbie Erlin tonight, as we look at the numbers for Castillo, his 21st appearance.
I like the very few walks, only 8. More strikeouts than innings pitched. Really good splits from Jose.
Grounder down to first, and Hosmer stays down on it, flips to Castillo, covering for the first out of the 7th inning.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
1 out in the 7th, and here is Jeffrey Marte pinch hitting. So that is the night for the starting pitcher for the Angels, who is very good. Rolling to the Padres in 6 innings to 1 run on 2 hits, and he struck out 7 along the way. 90 pitches. Walked 4, struck out 7.
Hey, both guys tonight. Good night in the big leagues, right?
Yep, very good starts. Strike 1 from Castillo. Marte made a start at third base, first game of the series, come off the bench in Game 2 and Game 3, and that's strike 2. 94 from Castillo. And gone. They check. Yes, he did. Rung up by Alfonso Marquez. Marte didn't like it. 2 down in the 7th inning. First strikeout for Castillo.
Oh, he most definitely went. No doubt.
2 down here in the 7th, top of the order. Cole Calhoun coming up. A single in the first, came around to score. Cincinnati has popped out to third and grounded out to second base.
See the way Calhoun sets up with his hands? Didn't Wade Boggs kind of hit like that? Hands were
a little bit
away from his body, a little bit.
A little bit. Boggs was more upright in his stance. Strike over the inside corner. Strike 2. Right down the middle as it turned out on breaking ball. 1-2. A little stroll is Cole Calhoun collecting his thoughts here. Castillo got a young junior to ground out to first base. Struck out the pinch hitter, Jeffrey Marte, swinging. So 2 down in the 7th. And now a 1-2 pitch to Cole Calhoun. Away 2-2. For Calhoun to go the other way, the center fielder Jankowski into left center. And a grounder to second base. Corey Spangenberg down to a knee. Throws to first, and the inning. A 1-2-3-7, 7th inning stretch. 2-1 Angels. some pretty good defense. Here comes Jr. coming in a long way and then diving forward to make the catch. Pena loved it. And a ground ball to shortstop and another great rangy play from Freddie Galvis who pops up. So some good defense on both sides. Anderson Simmons with a base hit to left field puts the Angels on top. 2-1. First runs of the game, both scored on sacrifice flies. Felix Pena, the starter, goes 6 innings, giving him 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. And 4 walks, 7 strikeouts for him in the game. Robbie Erlin, 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs on the hook right now. And Andrelton Simmons, we saw you, showed you the base hit to put the Angels on top, 2-1. That's where we stand with the Padres coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Freddie Galvis, Franmil Reyes, and Corey Spangenberg scheduled to face a new pitcher, Cam Bedrosian.
We saw him in the game on Monday. He went an inning, gave up a hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He walked home with a victory. 4-2 is Cam Bedrosian. 47 strikeouts and 52 in a 3rd innings pitch. A little high on the walk side, but very key right-hander out of Mike Scioscia's pen to try to hold this 2-1 lead late.
Freddie Galvis has struck out and walked as he bats here to lead it off in the 7th and fouls the first one back. Galvis coming into this game had homered in 3 straight contests. Total of 10 home runs on the year. It's only 5 times in the last 9 games. Home run in this one would match Will Myers and Hunter Renfroe. Only Padres to homer in 4 straight games this year. It's on and Stammen both up in the pen. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Strike 3 call. Galvis strikes out. That's 8 Ks now for Angels pitching. The first for Bedrosian.
92 fastball right on the outside corner. It's exactly where Rivera was set up.
1 down in the 7th, and it brings up Franmil Reyes. 0 for 2 in the game tonight. 0 for his last 17 at the plate. Fly to right and grounded into a double play back to the mound. Fouled back to the screen, 0-2. Deck Corey Spangenberg. Padres batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by a run. Trying to salvage the final game of this 3-game series between the Padres and the Angels. On the ground up the middle, ranging is Simmons. Off balance throw, but gets there in plenty of time. 2 down.
Catch an MLB doubleheader Saturday on FS1. First, the Orioles take on Francisco Lindor and the AL Central leading Indians. Then Ryan Braun and the Brewers battle Matt Carpenter of the Redbirds of St. Louis. Coverage begins at noon Pacific on FS1, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app.
2 down in the 7th inning. 8 in a row retired now by Angels pitching. And it brings up Corey Spangenberg. He walked twice against the Angels starter Felix Pena. Once in the 2nd, once in the 5th. Well, the 4 walks given up by the Angels starter tonight. One of the walks turned into runs. Unfortunately for the Padres, couldn't cash in. Strike two. Jose Pirela waiting on deck here will be the pinch hitter if we get that far. There are 2 outs in the inning. To left field, struck pretty well. Upton going back at the wall. That ball is gone to tie the game. Corey Spangenberg, opposite field home run, and it's 2-2. Petrosian had gotten the first 2 outs pretty quietly here in the 7th, but Spangenberg makes some noise and ties the game.
Not only clutch, tying it up at 2, but 0-2 curveball from Petrosian. And he takes it the opposite way, and you have to hold your breath. You have to keep your pen on your scorecard because Upton out there in left field. Watch this effort. Scaling the wall, not even close. Good try though, tied at 2. Launch angle.
2-2 ball game. And now Pirela pinch hitting. .254, 3 homers, 28 runs batted in. Tie game now. Misses in, and it's 1-1. So Pena no longer part of the decision here as Petrosian has given up the home run to Corey Spangenberg. 7th home run of the year for Spangenberg. As Pirela rolls one foul over by the Angels dugout.
How about Corey with the opposite field pop? Who'd you have tonight pick the stick?
Freddie Galvis.
You? Corey Spangenberg. Just thought I'd ask.
Back towards the mound. Petrosian has got it. His throw to first in plenty of time. That'll end the inning, but the damage has been done. Corey Spangenberg has homered for the 7th time this year, and this time it ties the score 2-2 at the end of 7 from Petco Park. We head to the 8th, 2-2.
Ozuna spins on a breaking ball, drives it into the seats, and the Cardinals lead the Nationals 4-1. They are late in this one, but for the Cardinals, Steve, they have won now 7 in a row under Mike Schilt, 9-1 in their last 10 ball games, and Washington has lost 3 in a row. I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm imagining you've got a thought on it, though.
Well, you got the Cardinals now 1 game out of the wild card, and Carpenter in the MVP race now 16 home runs in his last 30 games with 27 RBIs has really drugged the Cardinals right back into it.
Steve and I working on Padres Live, the post-game show for you. It'll be brought to you by Cox Communications. When we see you after the final out, guys, we're going to tell you an instructional that Steve was nice enough to do for us earlier today, teaching you young kids and coaches how to hit the long ball and not get fixated on that phrase that seems to be annoying a lot of folks in baseball called launch angle. You know anything about it, Mud?
Love it. Thanks, guys. Love launch angle. What's not to love?
Craig Stammen into the game.
Well, a chance for Craig to silence these Angels bats and go home tonight with a victory. So he pounds the strike zone with that two-seamer, that slider, also mixes in a changeup.
Takes over for Jose Castillo in an inning. And a strikeout. David Fletcher leading it off here in the 8th inning for the Angels. Strikes out, first out of the 8th inning. Start for Craig Stammen.
Oh, the two-seamer, the lane changer. Inside corner. Perfectly located.
One down in the 8th brings up Justin Upton.
Oh, he's wearing the Trevor Hoffman socks too. Saw Trevor before the game on the field, talking with some fans and doing some interviews. I loved his getup. I loved what he was wearing today at the yard.
Shorts and flip-flops.
Oh, golf shirt, shorts, flip-flops. Life is good.
Popped up, foul ground. Myers handles out number 2.
Talk about getting to the kitchen. We use that phrase all the time, right? Well, the two-seamer gets in the kitchen of Upton. He cannot get extended. We know how quick he is to the pitch inside, but not quick enough on this one.
Two down in the 8th brings up Albert Pujols. Sacrifice fly in the 1st, grounded back to the mound in the 4th. Single to drive in a run in the 6th inning. Strike 1. Center fielder now Manuel Margot moves from center field to left center as he comes into this game in center field. There's a grounder down the first baseline. Hosmer has got it and taking himself to the bag. Inning over. Sends us to the bottom of the 8th. Game tied 2-2. Padres baseball brought to you by Sequan Casino, opening in 2019 as Sequan's brand new 300-room resort and hotel. And by Jack in the Box. This season, Padres home runs score free jumbo jacks only at Jack in the Box. Tie game from Petco Park, 2-2 as we head to the last of the 8th inning. And it'll be the top of the Padres order. Travis Jankowski, Will Myers, and Eric Hosmer against a new Angels pitcher. Third pitcher of the night used by Mike Scioscia. Jose Alvarez comes in.
Now his 61st appearance, leads all of Major League Baseball in that category. Almost a strikeout per innings pitched for the left-hander. Very nice ERA under 3 and decent splits. Only 3 home runs given up by Alvarez.
There's Jankowski to lead it off in the 8th inning. Was doubled in the first inning, came around to score the Padres' first run. Lined out to short in the 3rd, grounded out to third base in the 5th. Alvarez takes over for Cam Pedrosian, who went an inning giving up a hit. A game-tying run. And walks and K. That run, the home run by Corey Spangenberg, and has tied the score. Down the left field line, Upton on the run, will get there to make the catch. Jankowski with a good bit and a liner to left field, slicing away from Upton, but he gets over to make the catch.
Donnie, that's a good play by Upton. Just as you said, the left-handed bat, that ball's going to be slicing towards that line, so he's really got to get on it. Takes away extra bases. Plus he was shading over that way as well. Big first out for the Halos.
One down in the 8th for Will Myers. Myers bunting it down the third baseline. The catcher, Rivera's throw. Not in time. Myers beats it out. Did not expect that. Element of surprise from Myers with a bunt single.
He's doing it all. Playing the hot corner, laying one down, utilizing his speed, and just beats it out. Let's see how close this is. Now watch his foot. This is the way you're supposed to go into a bag, right? Look at his foot, the front part of the bag, right there. Not the top of the bag. The very front with the first third of that shoe of yours. That's how you get to the bag the quickest.
On with one down here in the 8th, Eric Hosmer. A swing and a miss. Hosmer tonight has struck out swinging, doubled, and grounded out to first base. Good size lead for Myers. One and one. Jose Alvarez, the third pitcher used tonight by the Angels. Renfroe waits on deck. Play for Hosmer to go the other way. Center fielder Eric Young Jr. into left center. This one will get off the catcher Rivera, but no advance for Myers. And over towards left center. How about the Hosmer power the opposite way? Swung over towards the line and left is Upton. One out. Myers at first. Hosmer head of the count, 2-1. And a grounder foul evens the count now at 2-2. Padres tied it up on the home run by Spangenberg in the 7th. Trying to push across the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 8th. Low for ball 3.
With the left-hander here, Don, I was just wondering if you send him, try to stay out of that double play. But the left-hander out there, you're going to have to go on the first move.
Line down the left field line, foul.
Hosmer grounded into 14 this year. Leads the Padres.
Toward first, and back to the bag is Myers. Pujols was playing in front of the bag. Myers crosses over to get back.
Yeah, that in-between position, right? So as a base runner, you get right on the backside there of Albert Pujols. He's anchored there at first, but he'll probably come off. There he goes.
Hosmer strikes out on a pitch running down and away. 2 down in the 8th inning.
Witt with the sweeping breaking ball off the plate. There's the old slider. Lefty on lefty and all upper body. So far off the plate that Eric can't even try to foul that one off to get another crack at it.
2 down, runner at first, and Hunter Renfroe. And the sac fly back in the first inning. Now he takes strike 1. Very late swing, and it's 0-2. The Yates getting ready in the pen. Could come in here in a tie game in the 9th inning at home. Would prefer to come in with a lead. Runner goes as the pitch in the dirt. The throw from Rivera is going to be late, and a stolen base for Will Myers. Second theft of the game for Myers.
Will Myers doing it all. Playing a really good third base. Lane went down the third base line for the bunt single and taking a bag there into scoring position. Now for Hunter Renfroe, get a pitch to line, hit hard somewhere, maybe find a hole and possibly score Will Myers. Doesn't have to be a home run. Big hole on the right side with Pujols off the bag. Big hole in between Simmons and Ward at third.
Alvarez backs off, and the catcher Rivera headed out to talk to him. Simmons will join. Two down in the 8th inning in a tie game. Will Myers in scoring position at second base. Hunter Renfroe down in the count, 1-2. Jose Alvarez. Ball 2, 2-2. Austin Hedges waiting on deck, hoping to get a chance here in the 8th. 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled off. Renfroe stays alive.
You know, that 91, 92 is a little sneaky fast, isn't it, from Alvarez? I've seen some Padre hitters being late on that pitch. He's got the sweeping slider as well.
Myers at second. Potential go-ahead run here in the 8th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hunter Renfroe. Swing and a miss, and Renfroe strikes out at the high fastball. That sends us to the 9th inning with the game still tied 2-2. He elevates and Renfroe chases on the fastball. Keeps his game tied. Back-to-back Ks for Alvarez. To the 9th we go. Honda dealers. It's to the 9th inning we go, tied up 2-2. Padres tied it up 2-2 on a home run by Corey Spangenberg back in the 7th inning. Runner at second base in the 8th inning. Now it's on to the 9th. Kirby Yates, closer into the game here for the Padres.
And as Don mentioned, last half inning with the tie score here in the 9th, the save is out the window. Hopefully the Padres can win it in their bottom half. So enter Kirby Yates. Great numbers, the strikeouts. Split finger fastball is the pitch for Kirby that puts hitters away. Mid-90s on that heater as well.
Andrelton Simmons will lead it off here. Rene Rivera, Taylor Ward expected for the Angels in the 9th inning. Robbie Erlin started the game with the first 6 innings, giving up the 2 runs the Angels had through 89 pitches in 6 innings. Jose Castillo, a shutout inning. Greg Stammen, a shutout inning, and now Kirby Yates into the game here in the 9th. Two and 0. Yates here, especially at home, pitching great this year at Petco Park. 0.86 earned run average, only 2 earned runs in 21 innings pitched at Petco Park. Chopper to third, right to Myers. Slings it across for out number 1 of the 9th inning. Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, the first one was follow Freddie. Talking about Freddie Galvis, homering in the last 3 games. Padres offense 2 runs on 4 hits. And clean it up, no miscues, and that's a big key for any ball club, but particularly the Padres tonight. 0 in the E column for the Friars.
One out for Rene Rivera. 1 for 3 tonight. A single to right. In the 4th inning, and a high drive to deep left field. It is gone. Former Padre hits his 4th home run of the year and puts the Angels on top 3-2. His 2nd hit of the night. And the Angels take a 3-2 lead in the ninth.
Rene Rivera has got to be thinking one thing and one thing only. Kirby knows he missed a location. He tries to dot that outside part of the plate at 94. That ball leaks middle in, and as a hitter, you're looking for that one fastball. You're looking for that one pitch early. It was the first pitch, and he connected on it.
Kirby knew it right away, too.
Yeah. He knew, bad location.
Taylor Ward now batting with 1 down. Ward with a single to center field in the 2nd inning. 1 for 3 night for the Angels' 3rd baseman. Strike 1, 2-1.
It's only the 3rd home run Kirby's given up this year. We're going into this game 46 and 3rd innings of work.
It's pretty good.
Really good.
Chopped down the 3rd baseline, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor Ward with Eric Young Jr. waiting on deck. Angels have taken a 3-2 lead here with a home run by Rene Rivera in the top half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and Yates able to strike out Ward. 2 down in the 9th inning. First strikeout for Kirby Yates.
Well, good bounce back for Kirby, going to that 2-strike split finger.
Blake Parker getting ready in the pen for the Angels. Give up a home run to Hosmer on Monday night. Pretty good pitch. Call the ball. Shohei Ohtani has come out on deck. He has pinch hit in each of the first 2 games of the series. They do so here in game 3. Foul back, 1-1. In the air to left field, down towards the corner, and that ball will be a fair ball. Rattles around, gets up over the fence. It'll be a ground rule double. Eric Young Jr. with a double with 2 down. Right to the left field corner with that one.
Almost kicks off chalk, huh?
Rattles around down there and then jumps over that short fence. Here is Ohtani getting a chance. Third time in 3 games that he has pinch hit. Twelve home runs on the year. Strike one. Young at second base as the Angels try to obtain some insurance now. 0-2.
He's going to get another split finger if I'm a betting man. Kirby's got that one for a strike, and he's got that one that he can put down by the shoe tops.
Two down, runner at second, and Eric Young Jr. The Angels have taken the lead, and now an 0-2 pitch to Ohtani.
The fastball's for show, right?
Ball and 2 strikes. Two and two did go to the splitter there, as anticipated. Two-two pitch coming up. Ohtani strikes out. Yates gets him, but the Angels have taken a 3-2 lead on the home run by Rene Rivera. Back in the 7th inning, Padres were trailing 2-1 at the time. It's a home run to tie it up 2-2. Spangenberg is 7th of the year. The Angels have added a run on a home run by Rene Rivera in the 9th inning. It's now 3-2 Angels on top as we head to the last of the 9th inning. Rivera with a round tripper. Hedges out to lead it off here for the Padres against the new Angels pitcher, Blake Parker, into the game.
Parker enters this ball game with a 3.33 ERA, 54 innings pitched, and 11 saves. Definitely a strikeout pitcher, 60 in 54 stanzas for the right-hander.
Austin Hedges leads it off. An 0 for 3 game tonight for Hedges. He was flat out to center and struck out twice. Center fielder Eric Young Jr. over towards right center. The plan for Hedges to go the other way. All kinds of room out there in left center. On the ground to the new third baseman, Caleb Cowart fires to first for out number 1 of the 9th inning.
Enhance your next game day experience with the MLB Ballpark app. Access and manage your tickets, enjoy check-in offers, exclusive content, and much, much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
Down in the 9th inning, and it brings up Freddie Galvis. Galvis has struck out, walked, and struck out again. Be a nice time to continue his home run streak.
Well, the recipe for this inning, you're absolutely right, but the recipe this inning is bloop and a blast for the win.
And Sochi trying to sweep the Padres. Drops in there for a strike 2.
A changeup from Parker. First pitch breaking ball. That's a split figure fastball out of the hand. Tumbling up there. Floats in for a strike.
Galvis cues it down the third baseline. It'll stay foul. Caleb Cowart coming into the game at third base, taking over for Taylor Ward. Parker coming into the game, trying to close it out for the Angels. And Well Margot waiting on deck for the Padres. One down, bottom of the 9th inning. Angels on top 3-2. Ball 1. Popped up foul, off to the left, out of play. Battle continues. Blake Parker matched up against Freddie Galvis with one down in the 9th inning. Down and in, 2-2. To the fastball that time. Ball 3, full count. Missing with the fastball down. 8th pitch of the bat coming up. That is strike 3.
Run.
We'll throw to first for the out, as Galvis didn't think it was a strike, and it's the 3rd time Freddie struck out tonight. 2 down in the 9th inning. Time now for our Carl's Jr. star of the game, Rene Rivera, the former Padre, with a solo home run in the 9th inning. Gave the Angels a 3-2 advantage that they're holding on to now with 2 down in the 9th inning. Kirby Yates, the difference in this one. And well, Margot now batting with 2 down. First plate appearance for Margot. Took over defensively in the outfield in center. And he takes ball 1. Two and 0. Trying to find his way on here. Corey Spangenberg waiting on deck. And Spangenberg another chance. He homered to tie the game at the time back in the 7th inning.
Looks like Parker having difficulty locating that fastball. He got Galvis out on that split finger on the inside corner.
There's a strike on the fastball. 2-1.
It's been a mixed bag for Mike Scioscia in save opportunities. 6 different pitchers for the Angels have saves.
Popped up right side of the infield. Fletcher taking charge and making the catch that ends the ball game. So the Angels come in interleague play to take on the Padres, and they sweep them in a 3-game series here at Petco Park tonight. The Angels victorious for the 3rd time in a row. Final score again, the Angels 3, Padres 2. It's time for Padres Live. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, we'll take a look at Robbie Erlin's night, which was actually pretty darn effective, including how he was able to neutralize one of the Angels' biggest threats. And you'll hear from Andy Green in moments on Padres Live.